It's a bit warmer here in paradise today. Just going to see how much warmer it is. I'll just go and have a look at the thermometer, and it is an entire 4 degrees in here, so that is totally tropical. I've just been having a good play around with the doors, but I'm going to save showing you too much about that until we've got a bit more audience. It's a bit crowded in here as ever because we've got Elly the 2CV in, as well as Tuck the Invacar. You'll notice one big difference. Hello, with little Tuck this time around. She's doorless. You can have a shout. Yes, shout all you like. That's fine. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I was just saying it's a bit warmer here in paradise today. Still wearing the hat, but yeah, thankfully it is a lot warmer. It's actually above freezing, and that's very good indeed. But progress today is getting the doors off on Project Invacar, and that's been really easy to do, thankfully. So yeah, they're off, and I'm now trying to sort out solutions to the handle problems. So yeah, quite a few of you joining in the chat now. 65 of you already. Oh, blimey. So I don't know how well this is going to work, because obviously there's an awful lot of you and questions are going to come firing in very quickly. But if you've got any queries about the video channel, about the 2CV, about Little Tuck, anything at all, do ask away. Oh, further up the A44. The A44 is closed here at Jason Alpha's. Lots and lots of snow. I don't think they've managed to get it open yet. We can't actually get out of the village at the moment, so not even going to bother. But yeah, hopefully the broadcast is working. I've got the router up there somewhere. I hope I don't keep disappearing. So yeah, any questions out there? What would you like to know? The snow's reached Ireland now, has it? That's good. We've had enough of it here, frankly. Thankfully, all the snow has now gone out the workshop. There's just a tiny amount down there that's left for just blew in through the door. Never much fun, but there we go. So today's mission has been to sort out door handles, and I was hoping to get the original door handles fixed. Here's one of them. So we're pretty sure these are Morris Minor door handles. I've no idea when the next collection caper is. I have no plans to buy. I just want to fix this car and go for a drive in it. Yeah, I've got one of the handles here. This one is permanently locked and I can't get it unlocked. I had to use my fantastic drill bits to drill the screws out. But yeah, what happens if you put race fuel in the Invacar? Not an awful lot would be my suggestion. Yeah, I suppose it has got a bit of a toilet flush about it, but I've come up with a solution. I think you're going to like it. So this is a sneaky preview, really. Oh, someone's just donated parts money. I didn't know you could do that. Thank you very much, Thunder Chunky. Very much appreciated. But yeah, this is my door handle solution. It's a 2CV door handle, and I've used a plastic washer, and it seems to work. I think I'm even going to be able to lock it, so I'm very pleased about that. Where's my chat window gone? Have I just dropped down too low? Where's it gone? I didn't do anything. Where's my chat window gone? But yes, someone was asking pros and cons of the 2CV. Oh, there we go. The questions have come back up. Pros and cons of the 2CV, they're huge fun. Absolutely insane fun. So if you go and do an auto test, for instance, or even just driving around on the road, they're hilarious. On the downside, they're very noisy, especially mine. I need to sort out sound deadening. I think I've been saying that for exactly a year now. But really, since this car was first restored in 2003, she's never had the right sound deadening in, and that's my stupid fault for not doing that. It's probably why my hearing is utterly shot. So these days I use earplugs. Invacar snowplow build? I don't think so. I mean, we haven't actually got much snow here. If I go and open the window and hope I don't lose the connection, look outside. There's just a tiny amount of snow. Do you usually make a profit when you sell them? No, I never make a profit when I'm selling my cars. I am hopeless. I will buy a hopeless car and then spend tons of money on it and then sell it for a fraction of what it owes me. That's the way I do things. Yeah, I do need a wood burning stove. It would be handy to have one in here. What's that? You've not got a license, but you've got a Mark III Astra. Mark III Astras, decent motors. My mate at school had one. He was disabled, so he was able to drive at 16. So you can imagine a bunch of teenage lads razzing around in a 1.4 Astra Merit. Yeah, hilarious times. Yes, metal plate is certainly one solution on the door handle. Here's the broken door handle, and you see I've enlarged the hole, so I can put a repair panel in place and then fill it, or put some actual fiberglass matting in. Will I be driving the Invacar the whole distance? Yes, 175 miles to take this little car to the Festival of the Unexceptional. I am hoping that I can drive all the way. That is certainly the plan. I don't see why not. I'll probably avoid the motorways, to be honest. Put a padlock on the door like Mr. Beat, it's an option. I could try and do that. Whoa, there's all the messages. Right, do I plan to respray the Invacar? No, certainly not as an interim step. First step is get it on the road, drive around, take it to the Festival of the Unexceptional. And any bodywork can be sorted out at a later date. I mean, it's really not a bad body. These aprons at the front get damaged quite a lot, and this one is remarkably good. Is the engine in tuck the same as a Haflinger? Yes, it's slightly smaller, but it's exactly the same engine technology, air-cooled flat twin. Body is made of fiberglass. Am I coming anywhere near Shrewsbury? I usually do. It's the road to everywhere. So yeah, Shrewsbury will probably be on the route. It might not. I might go cross country a bit further south. We'll see what happens. Can an Invacar do a wheelie? I've tried and I've not managed it yet. I mean, it's a stupid thing to try and do anyway, but one of the practical reasons for not being able to do it is you've got a centrifugal clutch, and you can't therefore raise the revs and dump the clutch, because as soon as you raise the revs, it engages, and you can't neutral drop it either, because it won't go into gear. So wheelies may be possible, but I'd have to engineer something hanging over the back, I think. What gave you the Invacar idea? Purely that they became available, and I wanted to have a go with it. Are they allowed on the motorway? Yes, technically they are, I think, because it can easily do 60-70 miles an hour. Can you do drifts in a 2CV? No. There's several reasons why you can't easily do drifts in a 2CV. The handbrake is on the front wheels, and it's front wheel drive, so you're not going to drift a 2CV very easily. My mate used to have one that would do lift off oversteer spectacularly, and we were never able to work out why. So he was able to do some drifting in his 2CV, but yeah, not like this. Are you going to take Tuck up the hill at Shelsley? Well, I've been thinking about Shelsley, but I don't think it would be an awful lot of fun. But we'll see. You never know. We'll see what's going to happen. The parts Invacar is. I'm discussing that with a friend at the moment. He's restoring one of these as well, but the body is shot. So. Yeah, hopefully he's going to have it and sort it out. Are you going to buy a 2CV? I hope so. You'll certainly enjoy it. Can I scroll back through these questions to catch up? Oh yeah, I can. There we go. Do I pay tax on Tuck? No, she will be free road tax just because she's a historic vehicle pre-78, so that's all right. Honda HRV, funny enough, I was talking about those on Twitter the other day. Quite like the Joy machines. How fast can the Invacar go? It's going to be in the region of 60 miles an hour. I'm not sure you could drive it on a bike license. I suppose you should be able to weight-wise if it's registered as a tricycle. So yeah, maybe you can. I've not got a bike license. I don't know. Yeah, technically the Invacar will be MOT exempt from May, but I'm going to get an MOT put on it. It's been in the field for 20 years. I want to know what's going on. Yeah, definitely has reverse. Otherwise I'll be stuck in the garage. So yeah, the MOT, there is a place that allegedly does MOTs about 12 miles away. So I'm hoping to be able to drive it over there. Would you consider making a Tuck 2 litre with a V16? Now that's a very strange query. Ben King, sorry, you must have missed the snow. There isn't very much. It's mostly gone. I did do a shot out the window, but I don't like going over there. It gets too weak on the signal. Am I keeping the Lexus? I should think so. In terms of tyres, Yes, you're quite right. Tuck's tyres were ancient, and this is one of the Michelin X tyres I've still got to fit. That one's going on the front, very kindly supplied by Vintage Tyres, and Michelin X is actually a tyre pattern developed for the 2CV. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the grip levels are once we get Little Tuck on the road. You'll note she now has the front engine cover. At the moment, the lock is broken, so I've tied it on with a ribbon, which I think is quite pretty. Maybe I'm alone in that. Is there an Invacar Owners Club? Not really. There's a few of us hang out on Rum Cars, which is the register of unusual microcars, but it's a bit quiet. Will you install rocket launchers? No. A car you regret selling? That'll be my 1970 Rover P6 3.5 litre V8 in glorious tobacco leaf. Oh yes, I really do miss that car. Contact NABD about riding trike laws. That's probably a good idea. I mean, I'm trying to clear up the tax situation and what vehicle type it'll be at the moment. Very strange, but yeah, it needs to be a trike because it can't be an invalid carriage anymore. And as it won't be an invalid carriage, I will be able to drive it on the motorway, I think. Michelin used to own Citroen. Indeed they did, all those years ago. Hello Autoverse, yes it is on. You did have to pass a sort of test to drive one of these back in the day, but it was far from just a normal test. I mean, for a start, it's a single-seater, so you can't actually take an instructor with you. So I think you'd go and visit the DHSS somewhere and a bloke would watch you drive around the car park and say, there you go. I don't think it was a particularly strict test, which is maybe one reason these things crashed so much, because they were driven by people who weren't used to driving a car, let alone something that's got 20 brake horsepower and the ability to do 60 miles an hour. Quite remarkable. Yes, we are all well, thank you, Michael. Warming up. As I said earlier in the broadcast, it's actually above 0 today. Yes, I will tell people I race a single-seater. I will be beating the girls off with sticks, I imagine. No, it's not going to happen, is it? As long as it's under 400 kilo. Oh, it's not. It's 410 kilos according to the logbook. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be quite able to drive it on a bike. Is what I'm trying to say while reading comments. A remarkably difficult thing to do is to read comments and actually talk at the same time. Please don't paint her or repair it. Don't worry, that's not going to happen. Lose the boot. What boot? What is top speed? 60 miles an hour. Will you fit a radio? No, Elly doesn't have a radio. Why should the Invacar have a radio? Make it convertible? Well, in theory, the roof is a bolt-on, so that should be possible, but I'm not doing that in the depths of winter. Have I started Tuck today? I haven't. Wheelchair storage, if the camera doesn't drop out. The seat isn't quite central, so the idea was you tuck your wheelchair next to the seat over there. It does run unleaded. Whether it'll survive or not, time will tell. The 2CV runs on unleaded quite happily with an aluminium flat twin, so hopefully it'll be the same. I might drive on the motorway just to see what it's like, but I'm not going to really be doing that. Can I start the engine now? I haven't got the battery connected, so no, I can't do a live startup. She's been in here a couple of days. Door handle situation, well, we've already covered it a bit, but I'm experimenting with 2CV door handles. This is from my parts stash, and it seems to work. It'll do for now. It's not the final solution. The final solution will be to get the proper handles working. Where are we? Whoa, loads of messages coming in. There's nothing in the boot. There is nothing in the front end of these cars, so ditching the boot isn't really an idea. I don't know if I can find somewhere safe to lift on the front of these cars, but they are remarkably light. No, I can't lift it up single-handedly, but I can lift the front of the Invacar up. It is seriously light. All the heat is at the back. Where's the wife today? She's in front of the stove, the wood-burning stove, staying nice and warm. Quite ridiculous. Now, I don't know how many you've noticed, but I've actually fitted 2CV clear front indicators to the Invacar. And no, I haven't thought about putting a Hayabusa engine in it. I'm going to put a sticker on the car that, oh, can we get rid of Twisted Mickey? You're just ruining everything. There we go. Bye. Seems almost done. Yeah, we're getting there. If I can get the doors fixed and get them both fitted, I should well be able to get somewhere near an MOT. I'll go refit the seat belts, and then we should be good to go, which is quite exciting. I'm very much looking forward to actually going for a drive, because at the moment the fastest that I've driven this little car is 20 miles an hour up my driveway, and it's not a very good driveway, and it's uphill, and yeah, it's quite scary at 20. So 60 is going to be very exciting. Any plans for future acquisitions and road tests? Nothing firm yet, but there's some very big plans this year, which I'm not going to tell you more about just now. Festival of the Unexceptional, I got this wrong last time. I think I told everyone it was the 22nd of July, but it's actually the 14th of July, and that'll be at Stowe House in Buckinghamshire. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. When am I getting it MOT? Well, it's March now, so I need to crack on. I've still got to sort this door handle out, which is going to need some repair because of this huge hole in it, and we shall see. I'm not really a Ford person, I'm afraid, Chris Punk, so I don't think a Sierra or Escort is very likely. I would like to do a driving video of them, just because they're cars of my childhood. Which magazines do I write for? I edit Classic Jaguar and Retro Japanese magazine. Retro Japanese magazine went to print this week just gone. Classic Jaguar goes to print on Tuesday. So it's been a really busy time. So as well as the weather, I just haven't had time to actually do much work on Project Invacar at the moment. Bring it to the 1000 engine rally in July. Oh, where's that? Tell me more. Maybe drop me an email. What would Tuck be worth? I'm not sure what Tuck would be worth, really. No idea. I'm not planning on selling her, so it's not really relevant. So watch change hands. I'm starting to get a tired arm. Spares car is probably going to be going to a friend of mine who wants to restore another Invacar, and he's either going to restore that one instead or use the body on his. I wouldn't mind taking her down Santa Pod. It wouldn't be particularly quick, I don't think, but Elly has been down Santa Pod. Elly gets down the quarter mile in 28 seconds with a terminal speed of 48 miles an hour. At the moment, the Invacar will have free tax and will qualify for free MOTs or be MOT free in May. And all the messages have just vanished again. Oh, we're back. Do I miss the Daimler and that bloody seatbelt? No. No, I don't miss the Daimler at all. That wasn't really a great car. A great adventure. I really enjoyed going to get it all the way up in Glasgow and rebuilding the brakes and stuff like that, but all good fun. How many of these cars are left in the UK? We reckon somewhere probably around 50 or 60 Invacars left in the UK. They're as far away as Thailand, Australia, America. I think one might even have made it to Canada. It's, yeah, very strange. Oh, the messages keep on disappearing. What is the rattle from the Invacar when you rev it? I reckon it's the clutch shoes. The clutch is effectively like a drum brake, but the shoes come out by centrifugal force, and I think when they're back they rattle a bit and then they start behaving. Your videos have inspired me to start working restoring a Metro Vanden Plas, and I say Plas because of the Dutch origins. I don't call it Pla, but yeah, luxurious. Would you consider a Yugo? I'd love a Yugo. I've got friends with Yugos. I need to have a drive of them. What's the worst make of car? I like all cars, even dreadful ones. Don't you get bored? No, I'll never get bored. Never ever. Fiat Multipla? I'd happily own one. I think they're fantastic looking things. I wasn't very sure when they first came out. Yep, the £4 ZX is still around. That's fine. Is it difficult to get your head around the controls? Yes. There have been a couple of times where I've put my foot down and the Invacar has failed to go. So let's hop aboard the Invacar and hope the signal strength works. So yeah, no pedals in the Invacar. All you've got is the handlebars. So that's the throttle there, like a motorbike. and then you push the handlebars down like this. That's the braking, and that's the bit that's really strange to get used to. Would you own the Rover James? Or maybe that's aimed at a James. I didn't see. I've never heard of a Rover James. What are we up to? Oh, we're up to 20 minutes already. Blimey, I wasn't quite planning on streaming for that long, but as we're doing it on the Wi-Fi, I shall keep going. I can't start it up briefly. The battery's not connected, and now I've got the engine cover fitted. It's a bit of a pain to get at. Next video we'll definitely have some more Invacar running. That won't be a problem at all. American muscle. I do like American muscle cars. I'm hoping to get behind the wheel of one later this year. We'll see if I pull that off. Can't tell you any more just yet, but it will be exciting. I'm not going to save the spares car. I'm hoping a friend will. I need to do a Volkswagen. Yeah, that's true. I could always speak to Musty. Hello, Kansas. I like Allegros. I've had one, Brown Van Plas. It was exciting. What's the most frightening road test you've ever done? Probably Ford Model T, because the Ford Model T has controls like nothing else, even more baffling than the Invacar, and they do 40 or 50 mile an hour quite happily. So yeah, it's exciting times. No, I don't think an American muscle car will fit in the garage. I don't think the Lexus will fit in here. The Honda's quite tight. Have I driven the Peugeot 205? Yes, but it had a 2-litre Peugeot 306 XSI engine and was hilarious. Roland Rat drove a Ford Popular, or it might have been a Prefect or Anglia. They all had the same shape, and yeah, I guess there's a similar face going on. Different shaped indicators. Skoda Favourite, hoping to sort Skoda Favourite out this year. That'll be good. Team up with Ed China. I don't want to make a TV show. A TV show would have to be professional, and I'm not professional, just in case you hadn't noticed. Classic Minis, we've had one pre-video days, but Rachel used to drive a Mini as her daily driver. So we had Betsy the Mini and Elly the 2CV together at the same time. That was fun. Nissan Leaf I like. If you search my channel, you'll find at least 2 videos based on Nissan Leafs. I like them very much. Have I owned VW Jetta? No, but I've had a Mark II Golf driver. Lada Riva, another car I wish I'd owned when they were dirt cheap, and now they're an absolute fortune. Ford Galaxy with a Y, they're alright. Ford Galaxy with an IE, fantastic. I will be at the NEC, yes, if anyone wants to say hello, I should be at the NEC. It's the Classic Restoration Show coming up later this month. Elly was there last year on the stand of 2CVGB. She won't be this year, but I will be there, and I'll probably be hanging around the 2CV stand if you want to come and say hello. Has eBay killed affordable classics? No, I think the fact that classics are just older and rarer and values are going up. I think that's the problem there. Never owned a Volkswagen Beetle. Oh, Giulietta from the 80s. Yeah, beautiful cars. My friend has one. It's not currently on the road. Right, people are starting to go, and I need to go as well. So hello to Canada and Kansas and everywhere else. I've owned Daihatsus, Cam. So yeah, go and search for my Daihatsu Syrian video. It's fantastic. I absolutely love that car. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining in. I'll try and do more live broadcasts through this year. Now we've proved the technology works. If I see you at the NEC for the Classic Restoration Show coming up, yeah, it'd be nice to see you there. If not, I'll see you online. Don't forget, I'm on Twitter as HubNut Vids, or you can find me as Ian Seabrook on Facebook, or just find me on here. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for all your thank yous, and I shall see you again in a future stream. Farewell. Now, how do I stop this thing?